Welcome back to Lost, Love, and all the other shit in between. I'm Sean, and this is episode 4. All I do is win, the winning mentality. And today I want to talk about what really means to win in life. Now, when I say win, I'm not talking about luck or some magical moment where everything falls into place. I'm talking about the kind of winning that's messy, frustrating, exhausting, and doesn't look perfect. The kind that builds your strength, your confidence, and your life quietly over time. And it all starts with showing up. Showing up isn't just being somewhere physically. It's being present for yourself, for your goals, for the people and the situations that matter. Some days showing up is simple. Replying to that message you've been avoiding or finally sending that email. Other days it's massive. Starting a project you've been scared of, having a difficult conversation, or facing a problem you've been ignoring. And that's the thing. Every time you show up, you're sending a message to yourself. You're saying, I'm still in this. I'm still capable. I'm still moving forward. Showing up builds confidence, not in the flashy way, but quietly. Each small step compounds into something bigger. You might not notice it right away, but when you look back, you'll see the difference. And the key to all of this is consistency. One heroic day, one moment of effort doesn't make a winner. Life is about showing up day after day, even when it's boring, frustrating, or uncomfortable. Think of it like water slowly carving through rock. One drop doesn't change much, but thousands, millions of drops over time create valleys and shape landscapes. That's consistency. Every action you take, every choice you make, slowly shapes your life. And that's why self-awareness is so important. If you don't notice your habits, reactions, and patterns, you'll keep doing the same things and wonder why you're stuck. Awareness doesn't mean judging yourself. It means seeing clearly what works, what doesn't, and make small adjustments to move forward. Life will test you. There's no way around it. Setbacks, mistakes, failures, they're guaranteed. That's why resilience matters. Resilience isn't about avoiding problems. It's about how you respond. Every time you get back up after being knocked down, you become stronger. Every mistake is a lesson if you choose to see it that way. Most people give up when it gets hard, but you don't have to. You can choose to keep moving forward, even when it's frustrating, exhausting, or confusing. Over time, you'll realize that challenges that once felt impossible are exactly what shaped your strength and wisdom. Your mindset is a huge part of all of this. And I'm not talking about fake positivity. I mean seeing opportunities where others see walls, understanding that mistakes are feedback, and treating problems as lessons, not barriers. How you view life affects how you act, and how you act determines results. People with this mindset approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. They ask, what can I learn here? Instead of giving up. They don't let setbacks define them. And when you combine that mindset with discipline, you start to see real change. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps you moving when motivation fades. It's the small repeated actions, the routines you keep up, even when you don't feel like it. That makes a difference. Over time, these actions build a foundation that carries you forward even when life feels chaotic. Energy matters too. You can't give your best if you're running on empty. Sleep, food, movement, and mental rest aren't optional. They're essential. Protecting your energy lets you think clearly, act effectively, and handle whatever life throws at you. When you take care of yourself, you can give more to your work, your relationships, and your goals. Speaking of relationships, nobody wins alone. The people around you can either lift you up or weigh you down. Supportive, inspiring, honest connections give you the strength and perspective. But relationships require effort, trust, honesty, and consistency. And care aren't optional. Superficial connections don't help you grow, but real invested relationships do. They become a foundation that amplifies your efforts in every area of life. Learning is another constant part of winning. Life never stops teaching. Winners stay curious. They ask questions, experiment, reflect, and apply what they learn. Mistakes aren't reasons to quit, they're lessons. Knowledge isn't just information, it's actionable and practical. When you reflect on your actions and adjust, you turn experience into growth. Reflection lets you see what works, what isn't, and where to improve. It also gives you a chance to celebrate progress, even the small stuff. When you pause and acknowledge growth, you reinforce your confidence and clarity, and you make your next steps more intentional. Health is the platform for all of this. Your physical, mental, and emotional well-being affects every choice you make. When you're tired or stressed, even simple decisions feel harder. Sleep, nutrition, movement, and mental balance aren't luxuries. They're essential to show up fully. Gratitude also matters. Recognizing the support, opportunities, and progress in your life strengthens motivation. It reminds you why you're doing what you're doing, even when things feel slow or difficult. Courage is a necessary companion. Doing what needs to be done often requires stepping into discomfort or fear. Courage isn't absence of fear, it's moving forward anyway. Every courageous step builds confidence, and that confidence fuels further action, creating a cycle that strengthens your ability to handle challenges. Decision-making shapes results. Indecision trains energy and stalls progress. Taking action, even imperfectly, beats doing nothing every time. Each choice matters, and over time, the accumulation of those choices produce results that are undeniable. Every small, deliberate step adds up. Every choice you make compounds, shaping the life you're creating. And when you combine all of these elements, showing up, awareness, consistency, resilience, mindset, discipline, energy, health, relationships, learning, reflection, courage, gratitude, and decision-making, you start to see real movement. Not flashy, not instant, but undeniable. Continuing from where we left off, once you built awareness, consistency, and resilience, the next layer is taking control of your life through intentional focus. Life is full of distractions, messages, notifications, people asking for your time, endless small tasks that seem urgent but don't matter. Winners learn to choose where they invest their attention. They know that every minute spent on wrong thing is energy and opportunity lost. Saying no to distractions isn't mean-spirited or harsh. It's a way of protecting yourself and giving you the best things that actually matter. Each small, deliberate choice about where you put your energy accumulates over time, creating clarity and results that often others miss. It's like building a muscle. Focus strengthens your ability to act on what truly counts. Resilience and focus come together with adaptability. Life rarely goes exactly as planned. People change, circumstances shift, and unexpected challenges appear when you least expect them. Winners learn to pivot without losing sight of their objectives. Flexibility isn't giving up, it's adjusting strategically. Being rigid will breaking under pressure, but adaptable approaches allow you to keep moving forward. It's about holding your goals close, but being willing to change the path to reach them. Sometimes life will hand you a problem you never anticipated, and the difference between stagnation and progress is your ability to respond intelligently and calmly. Emotional awareness is another tool winners use constantly. Stress, doubt, frustration, and fear will show up. That's guaranteed. But recognizing those emotions as signals instead of commands allows you to act instead of react. It's like driving a car. The emotions are the warning lights, and your response determines where you navigate smoothly or you crash. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing feelings. It means noticing them, understanding them, and using them to guide thoughtful action. When you do this, your decisions are stronger, your interactions smoother, and your energy better preserved for what actually matters. Now, we can't forget relationships. Real winning doesn't happen in isolation. The people around you, family, friends, mentors, colleagues, shape your life profoundly. Supportive relationships provide encouragement when you feel low, challenge you when you need to grow, and inspire you to reach higher than you thought possible. But they require care, trust, honesty, and consistency, and presence are essential. Superficial relationships can drain you rather than energize you. The people you invest in intentionally, those who truly support and push you, become part of the foundation that allows you to succeed. And over time, these relationships compound, giving you the opportunities, guidance, and support that amplify every effort you make. Learning and curiosity are never optional. Life constantly teaches, and the most successful people remain students forever. They observe, experiment, and reflect. Every mistake is a lesson. Every success is an opportunity to improve further. Knowledge becomes practical when applied, not just memorized. Reflection ties this all together, pausing to think about what's working, what isn't, and what can be adjusted to keep your efforts intentional. It's how experience turns into wisdom. Reflection also gives you the chance to celebrate small wins. Even acknowledging progress seems tiny, builds confidence, motivation, and clarity. When you notice growth, you reinforce the actions that got you there, making the next steps easier and more effective. Health and energy remain central. Without them, nothing else works constantly. Sleep, nutrition, movement, and mental balance fuel your ability to act, think, and handle challenges. Skipping these doesn't just make life harder, it slowly erodes your capacity to win. When you take care of yourself, every decision becomes sharper, every action more effective, and your resilience stronger. Gratitude ties all of this together. Recognize what's working in your life, the people who support you, and even the small daily wins strengthens motivation and keeps your energy aligned with purpose. Gratitude also helps you notice opportunities rather than getting stuck on frustrations or setbacks. Courage is a constant companion on this journey. Acting despite fear, discomfort, or uncertainty builds confidence that reinforces itself. Every courageous choice makes the next one slightly easier. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward anyway. And decision-making paired with courage shapes results. Hesitation drains energy and stalls progress. And perfect action beats inaction every time. Each choice, no matter how small, compounds over days, months, and years. Your decisions, your focus, and your courage all feed into the life you're building. And here's the thing, every deliberate action stacks on the last. Every choice, every habit, every thoughtful step compounds over time. And when you look back months or years later, you'll be surprised by how far you've come. You'll see the impact of consistent effort, disciplined action, courage, and awareness. That's the essence of the winner's mentality. It's not flashy, not instant, not always visible, but it's powerful, and it's built day by day, moment by moment. Now, imagine your life a year from now if you start today. Not perfect, not drama-free, but with small, deliberate steps forward every day. Imagine looking back and realizing that every day you chose to show up, to act, to reflect, to learn, to take care of yourself, and to make decisions that matter, added up into something bigger than you could have imagined. That's the life that's possible when you commit to showing up for yourself fully. That's how winners build their lives. That's how you do it too. And here's the uplifting part. It's never too late to start, no matter where you are, what mistakes you've made, or how far off track you feel. You can begin right now. Start small. Make one choice today that aligns with your life. Take one step that challenges you. Show up fully in one area that matters to you, then do it again tomorrow and the day after that. Over time, those steps compound. You'll notice your confidence growing, your energy is improving, and your clarity increasing. The wins start small, but they add up to something undeniable. You start trusting yourself. You start seeing life differently. you begin to realize that winning isn't a rare moment, it's a practice, a way of living, a series of intentional choices stacked over time. So today, as you listen, I want you to leave with this. Show up fully, act deliberately, care for yourself, nurture the people who matter, make choices intentionally, learn, reflect, and step courageously. Every small, consistent action matters. Over time, it compounds into clarity, confidence, and results you can't ignore. Life may never be perfect, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're moving, growing, and building a life you can be proud of. That is the winner's mentality. That's how you win. That's how you take control of your life, no matter what chaos, challenges, or setbacks show up. And the best part? Once you commit to this, the process itself becomes energizing. Each choice, each reflection, each deliberate act reinforces the next. You start seeing progress you didn't notice day to day, and that progress fuels more action. You start enjoying the process, not just the results. You start realizing that life isn't about avoiding setbacks. It's about learning, adapting, and thriving through them. And when you embrace this fully, you feel alive in a way that only deliberate, consistent action can bring. That's how winners live, and that's how you can live too. Winning in love isn't about luck or being perfect. It's about showing up, even when it's messy and complicated. Life doesn't hand you neat little packages, and relationships don't either. They require work, awareness, and a willingness to face discomfort head on. It's about talking honestly, even when it's uncomfortable, about managing your own emotions instead of letting them run the show, about noticing when your partner needs something and actually doing something about it, rather than assuming everything will magically work itself out. It's about supporting each other through the good and the bad, being open about your fears and your frustrations, and sometimes even laughing at the absurdity of it all. Because honestly, love is kind of ridiculous when you stop to think about it. You can't win in love by pretending to be someone you're not. Authenticity is everything. It's saying what you mean, meaning what you say, and letting your partner see the real you, not the polished, curated version that you think you will get approval, but the raw, sometimes messy version that actually exists in real life. Now that's scary, yes, but it's also the only way to build trust, and trust is the bedrock of any lasting relationship. Without it, no amount of charm, good intentions, or effort can create something meaningful. Trust is the foundation, and every action, every conversation, every shared moment either builds it or it erodes it. Boundaries matter more than most people give credit for. They're not walls to keep people out. They're guides to make sure you both feel safe, respected, and valued. Setting boundaries isn't about being rigid or controlling. It's about clarity. It's about letting your partner know what you need to feel secure and loved. It's about understanding their boundaries too and respecting them. That kind of mutual respect allows intimacy to grow instead of suffocating it. It's about creating a container where both people feel free to be themselves, but also safe enough to trust that the other person will show up with care and consideration. That's where love deepens and matures. Patience is another cornerstone. People aren't perfect, and relationships are rarely smooth. You will have disagreements. You will have miscommunication. You will frustrate each other. Winners in love understand that these moments aren't disasters, they're opportunities. Opportunities to practice patience, empathy, and understanding. They're moments that test your commitment, and if you approach them intentionally, they can make your relationship stronger. Instead of reacting impulsively or shutting down, the choice to pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully builds a rhythm of care and respect. Patience doesn't mean tolerating poor treatment or ignoring your own needs. It means allowing space for growth, learning, and adaptation within the relationship. Communication is the lifeline of connection, not just talking, but really listening. Listening without immediately jumping in to defend yourself or solve the problem. Listening with the goal of understanding. Hearing your partner, not just the words, but the emotion behind them. That's how misunderstandings get cleared up before they escalate. That's how trust grows. That's how love wins, when both people feel heard and seen. The relationship transforms from a series of transactions into a partnership, a shared life where each person's perspective is valued. It's this level of care and attention that separates a good relationship from a truly resilient one. Consistency matters more than grand gestures. Showing up day after day in small ways accumulates into something significant. A text to check in, a small act of thoughtfulness, remembering to listen without judgment. These tiny, consistent actions build a pattern of reliability that becomes almost unshakable over time. Relationships thrive in these seemingly ordinary efforts. They tell your partner in countless little ways that you are invested, that you are paying attention, and that you care. Consistency creates security, and security allows intimacy, vulnerability, and deep love to flourish. Flexibility is critical. Life changes, circumstances shift, stress comes at unexpected times. Winners in love don't throw their hands up every bump in the road. They adapt, they problem solve together, and remain committed to the bigger picture. Being flexible doesn't mean compromising your values. It means choosing your battles wisely and working through challenges together, instead of letting them pull you apart. Love requires the ability to bend without breaking, to adjust without losing your sense of self, and to keep the shared vision alive even when reality gets messy. Emotional awareness is huge. Being able to recognize your own feelings, understand where they come from, and respond intentionally rather than react impulsively is key. Everyone has triggers and vulnerabilities. The difference is whether you let them dictate your behavior or whether you act consciously. Acknowledging your emotions, owning them, and communicating them clearly is what separates a good relation from a thriving one. It's the practice of notice when frustration arises, when insecurity sneaks in, or when fear shows up, and choosing a deliberate response that nourishes rather than damaging the connection. Vulnerability is where the magic happens. It's scary, yes, but opening up, admitting when you're struggling, asking for help, and sharing your fears creates connection. Every time you choose vulnerability over ego, you build intimacy. You let your partner in. You let yourself be seen. That's how deep bonds are formed. And that's how love grows stronger with time. Vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's a conscious choice to be brave in front of the person you care about. It allows trust to deepen because it shows that you believe in the relationship enough to risk being fully known. Self-care is non-negotiable. You cannot show up fully for someone else if you're running on empty. Taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical health isn't selfish. It's necessary. When you are balanced and grounded, your presence in the relationship becomes more consistent. Your patience grows and your ability to emphasize improves. Winning in love requires you to bring your best self, and that starts with taking care of you. It's about recognizing that your energy, focus, and emotional bandwidth are resources. And if they're depleted, the relationship suffers. The better you care for yourself, the better you can care for your partner. Forgiveness is another essential ingredient. People make mistakes. They disappoint. They frustrate you. Holding grudges only erodes the connection. Winners in love practice forgiveness, distinguishing between repeated harmful behavior and occasional missteps. Forgiveness doesn't mean ignoring issues. It means letting go of resentment and moving forward together. That ability to reset and move forward builds resilience and trust. It teaches both partners that mistakes aren't the end of relationship, but opportunities to grow and reinforce commitment. Celebrating progress keeps energy alive. Don't wait for perfection to acknowledge each other's effort. Notice the small wins, the way your partner made an effort, the way you handled the disagreement better than the last time. The moments of growth that might seem minor but actually matter a lot. Celebrating progress reinforces the behaviors you want to continue and strengthen the bond. It turns everyday actions into meaningful rituals of care and appreciation. When both people feel seen and valued for their effort, love becomes self-reinforcing. It grows because attention and appreciation are being invested continuously. Curiosity is underrated. Always being interested in your partner's thoughts, feelings, and experiences keeps love fresh. Ask questions, explore their world, and share yours. Keep discovering. This curiosity keeps connection alive, encourages empathy, and prevents stagnation. Relationships can easily fall into routine where people stop really noticing each other. Curiosity is the antidote. It keeps your connection active and alive, and it reminds both of you why you chose each other in the first place. Generosity matters. And it's not about money. Generosity is giving attention, care, patience, and effort. Small, consistent acts of kindness, listening when your partner needs to talk, noticing when they're stressed, making them laugh, accumulate and create a sense of security and trust. That's the real reward. Generosity signals commitment, shows empathy, and fosters an environment where both people feel valued and cared for. It transforms love from a feeling into a lived experience every day. Resilience allows love to endure. Life throws challenges at every relationship: financial stress, family issues, health scares, work chaos. They happen. Winners don't let these external pressures define the relationship. They stay committed, problem solve together, and continue to show up for one another, no matter how hard it gets. This resilience ensures that love doesn't just survive, it thrives. Resilient partners can face storms without losing connection, and they need a model of way of handling difficulty that strengthens the bond instead of breaking it. Humor and perspective are essential. Love is serious, but it shouldn't be so heavy all the time that it crushes you. Laughing together, finding the absurdity in frustrating moments, and keeping perspective makes the tough times manageable. Humor creates connection and reminds you both that life is messy, unpredictable, and often ridiculous, and that's okay. Perspective allows you to see the challenges as temporary and to focus on the things that truly matter in your partnership. A relationship that can laugh together is a relationship that lasts. Winning in love is about presence, effort, and intention. Every conversation, every choice, every act of care counts. It's about showing up fully, acting deliberately, and invest in the relationship continuously. It's about making small, consistent choices that compound over time to create trust, connection, and intimacy that withstand life's challenges. This is what it means to win in love. Not perfection, not luck, not magic, but real effort, real presence, and real connection, built day by day, moment by moment. True winning begins now. Every gesture, every conversation, every moment of listening, caring, and acting with intention contributes to a relationship that lasts. By showing up fully, staying present, and investing consistently, you create a partnership capable of enduring challenges, celebrating victories, and growing stronger with every day. Now, we know life isn't perfect, and neither are you, and neither is your partner, but that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Winning in love is choosing each other, choosing connection, and choosing effort every single day. And the uplifting truth is this: you don't need to be flawless, and you don't need to wait for the perfect moment. Every small intentional step adds up. Each act of honesty, patience, curiosity, and kindness compounds into a deeper connection, more trust, more intimacy than any grand gesture ever could. You start noticing your partner in new ways, appreciating the little things and growing together as a team. Love becomes a practice, not a project. It's something you build continuously, like a garden that needs attention, care, and nurturing. So as you go through your day, think about one small choice you can make for your partner, one deliberate act of care, one honest conversation, one patient moment when you might otherwise react, then another tomorrow and the day after. Over time, these small actions transform the relationship into something undeniable. You'll look back months or years later and realize how far you've come. The love you have today is stronger and more resilient and more fulfilling because of your consistent, intentional effort. Now, winning in love is possible for anyone who commits to showing up. Being honest, caring deeply, and staying present. It doesn't matter how many setbacks you've had or how far off course you feel. Every moment offers an opportunity to act differently, to act intentionally, and to build a relationship that thrives. That's the essence of the winner's mentality applied to love. Deliberate choices, effort, care, and presence compounded over time. And here's the final thought to carry with you. Love is messy, unpredictable, and challenging, but it is also enjoyable. It's joyful, rewarding, and transformative. But committing to showing up, embracing vulnerability, practicing patience, caring for yourself, and investing intentionally in your partner, you create a connection that endures and grows. That is winning in love. That's how you build a relationship that thrives. That's how you live fully together for all the ups and downs. Winning at work is not about working all the time or being busy just to look important. Real winning is about doing your best in a smart way, finishing the right things, and still have energy for your life at home. It's about being effective, not just tired. It's about making your work life support your personal life, not take it away. That's the balance most people miss. But balance is possible, and it starts with clear choices every day. Many people think work and life are separate. Work is for money and success. Life is for fun and rest. But if you treat them like they are separate, you can end up missing both. You work hard, but feel empty. You relax, but worry about what you left undone. Real winning is mixing the two in a way that both can grow. Your work should make your life better, and your life should make your work better. The first step is knowing what matters most. What are your top priorities at work? What are your non-negotiables? When you know these, it's easier to say no to things that don't matter. Productivity is not about doing everything faster. It's about doing the right things well. When your work has focus, your time and energy are used for what counts. This frees up energy for your home life and your relationships. Even with focus, work has stress, deadlines, problems, and surprises happen every day. The difference between winning and burning out is how you handle stress. You cannot avoid stress completely. Everyone faces it. Winning is learning to manage it without letting it spill into every area of your life. People who manage stress well have habits that help them release tension. They rest, breathe, move, and reset when they need it. They know when to stop and recharge. Balance means being able to leave work at work. You can't carry everything home with you, because if you do, you're only half present with your partner or family. You might be sitting in the same room, but your mind is still in the office. That is not winning. That is surviving. Real winning means finishing the workday and shifting focus. When you're at home, you're fully there. Phones down, emails closed, full attention on the people who matter the most. Being present at home takes practice. It is a skill. You need to focus on listening, watching, and enjoying the time with your partner. It's not thinking about your next task or replaying the day's problems. It is showing that the person you care about comes first. This presence shows respect and love. It makes your partner feel seen, appreciated, and safe. Presence is as important as anything you do at work. A natural extension of being present is helping your partner with their work pressures and deadlines. This doesn't have to be a burden. Helping them meet their targets allows both of you to share the load. Work as a team and build stronger trust. When you support them, you create space for more quality time together. You see what they do as important, not less than your own work. You celebrate their progress just as they celebrate yours. Helping each other professionally strengthens the relationship personally, because a happy life equals a happy, healthy relationship. No, life will still throw challenges. Work will demand more than what's expected. But balance is not about avoiding extra work. It's about handling it without letting it take over. You can plan, set boundaries, and adjust when needed. Small routines help. For example, take a few minutes at the end of the day to pause, reflect, and mentally close work. This simple act signals your brain that home time has started. It creates a smooth shift between work and your personal life. Energy is more important than time. Working long hours does not mean you're winning. Working smart and protecting your energy does. Sleep, food, exercise, and breaks makes a huge difference when you manage your energy well. You are sharper at work and more present at home. You're not exhausted when you walk in the door, and you can enjoy the people you love instead of worrying, being tired, or feeling guilty. Talking openly with your partner helps too. If work is stressful, share it briefly. Explain what you need to do or how the day went. This prevents stress from leaking into your relationship. Don't let silence turn into distance. Balance is about being clear, honest, and connected. It is not just about schedules. It's about your emotions and your attention. Accept that balance will never be perfect. Some days work demands more. Some days life is busy. You cannot control everything, but you can control how you respond. You can control how much you let work follow you home. You can control how present you are with the people who matter. That is winning. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Being fully present is a habit. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. When you sit with your partner, really listen, really notice, and really enjoy that will build your connection. You show love and respect. That bond gives you energy and calm. It helps you perform better at work too. Your personal life can be a source of strength, not a place of stress. Flexibility is also key. Some days things won't go as planned. You may need to stay late or handle an emergency. Flexibility does not mean chaos. It means adapting without losing balance. You can shift your priorities, handle urgent matters, and still protect your time and energy at home. That ability to adjust without losing your center is a skill of real winners. Reflection is important. Stop and ask yourself, am I giving enough attention to my partner and my family? Am I managing my energy well? Am I being present at work and at home? And am I helping my partner with their goals in a way that strengthens both your work and your relationship? Because reflection allows you to fix things before imbalance becomes a problem. It keeps your life intentional instead of just reacting to stress. It is one of the simplest ways to win every day. Finally, remember joy. Winning is not just about results, it's about enjoying your life. When you're at work, focus and do your best. When you're at home, relax and be present. Celebrate small wins in both areas. Work can be satisfying and home can be joyful. Supporting each other's goals makes the bond stronger and gives you more freedom together. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. Balance means both can thrive. That is real winning. Balance is not a final destination. It is a daily practice. It is a mix of planning, energy management, presence, teamwork, reflection, and flexibility. It means making sure the people and the life you care about are as important as your work. When you achieve this, stress drops, connection grows, and your performance rises naturally. Winning becomes steady, lasting, and deeply fulfilling. Now, winning starts from the inside, before money, before recognition, before influence, before all the external markers of success. There is the foundation of your own well-being, your health, your mind, your body, and your soul. These are the pillars that support everything else you build. Without them, what looks like success on the outside often feels empty on the inside. You can climb mountains and still feel like you're stuck if your inner life is out of balance. True winning begins here. For too long, we have taught that winning means pushing harder, moving faster, ignoring signals, and sacrificing your rest. Ignore the tiredness, ignore the pain, keep going, and for a time this works. Adrenaline, willpower, and sheer determination can carry you far, But this borrowed energy is temporary. Eventually, the body signals, the mind rebels, the soul whispers that something is off, and the crash comes, sometimes small, sometimes devastating. Winning is not about ignoring these messages. It is about listening and responding intelligently. Your body is a vessel, the vehicle through which life is experienced. Every memory, every laugh, every connection, every meaningful moment happens through it. Treat it as a tool, not as a punishment, not an obstacle. Respect it, fuel it, rest it, challenge it wisely. Physical health is not perfection. It's not about extreme diets, relentless workouts, or flawless routines. It's about creating a system that sustains you. It is about energy, flexibility, strength, and the endurance that allows you to move through life fully present, capable, and alive. When your body is healthy, your mind has the space to focus, create, and think clearly. Mental clarity is a type of freedom. A trained mind does not react to every stimulus, does not collapse under pressure, does not magnify small obstacles into insurmountable problems. Winning mentally is about awareness, self-discipline, and perspective. It is the ability to recognize when thoughts serve you growth, and when they are anchored in fear or outdated stories. It's about pausing, reflecting, and responding rather than reacting. Stress, anxiety, overthinking, and burnout all stem from ignoring signals from your body and your mind. They drain energy and cloud your judgment. They make even simple decisions feel heavy. But when your mind is calm, when it is aligned with your body, your decision feels lighter, more intentional, more precise. You stop wasting energy what doesn't serve you. You stop reacting to external pressures that do not belong to you. And you stop living other people's expectations and start living your own life with clarity. Beneath body and mind lies the soul, the quiet inner center of who you are. The soul is where your purpose, your intuition, your deepest desires, and your authentic self reside. It whispers something is off. It signals when a path is misaligned. Many people are exhausted because they are living lives that no longer reflect who they truly are. They're chasing external definitions of success that do not fit. Winning at that level of the soul means listening, trusting, and realigning your life with your inner truth. This alignment is not passive. It requires honesty, courage, and reflection. It requires asking yourself the hard questions. Am I doing this because I want to? Or because I feel I should? Am I living authentically? Or am I performing? Am I building a life that serves my growth, my happiness, my purpose? When the answers demand change, true winners take action, even if it is uncomfortable. Soul-level winning is the conscious choice to live intentionally, not compulsively, to prioritize meaning over appearance and depth over surface-level achievement. Health, mind, and soul are interconnected. Which one is neglected, the others suffer. Poor physical health clouds your thoughts and drains your energy. A chaotic mind disturbs your body and erodes your confidence. A disconnected soul makes every effort feel hollow. Winning is about balance, not sacrificing one for the other. It's about integration. It's about creating harmony so that your internal state empowers your external actions. When your foundation is strong, energy becomes a renewable resource instead of a fleeting fuel. You wake up feeling capable instead of being depleted. You make decisions with intention instead of impulse. You build relationships from a place of abundance instead of lack. You create results without burning yourself out. This is the kind of winning that is sustainable. It's not loud, frenetic, or performative. It is calm, steady, and unstoppable. It allows you to grow consistently while honoring yourself every step of the way. Part of this winning is understanding the value of rest and recovery. Rest is not laziness, it is strategy. Recovery is not a concession, it's a tactic. The greatest athletes, creators, and leaders understand that energy is finite and must be managed intelligently. Sleep, nourishment, movement, reflection, and meditation are all tools to replenish your body. sharpen your mind, and nurture your soul. Using them wisely is a form of mastery that many overlook. Another part is cultivating resilience. Life will challenge you. Obstacles will arise. Disappointments will occur. The strong body, trained mind, and aligned soul together create a buffer against these challenges. They allow you to respond instead of collapse, to learn instead of quit, to adapt instead of reacting destructively. Resilience is not merely surviving, it is thriving under pressure. True winners cultivate resilience as a core habit, not an afterthought. Winning is also about presence. When you are healthy, when your mind is clear, when your soul is aligned, you can be fully present in each moment. Life is not lived in the past or the future, it's lived in the now. Presence allows you to experience joy, connection, and fulfillment fully. It allows you to contribute meaningfully to others. It allows you to act decisively when opportunities arise. Presence is the product of aligned mind, body, and soul, and it's one of the most powerful indicators of winning. Finally, winning at this level is about consistency. It is daily practice of taking care of yourself, of making intentional choices, of listening to your body, reflecting with your mind, and honoring your soul. It's not about one moment of greatness. It's about a life built deliberately, consciously, and sustainably. It's about winning day after day, quietly and powerfully, in ways that accumulate into lasting success, fulfillment, and purpose. When all of this comes together, you're no longer fighting yourself. You're not exhausted by your own life. You are energized, focused, and aligned. You are capable of creating results without sacrificing your well-being. You are resilient in the face of challenges. You are free to grow, to explore, to create, and lead in ways that are authentic to you. This is real winning, the kind that lasts, the kind that matters, the kind that can never be taken from you because it is grounded in your own very being. Financial security is not about wealth alone. It's about creating a life where you can breathe, plan, and grow with great pleasure. It is the freedom to make choices without panic and the clarity to take the right steps without fear. When you understand financial security, you understand that money is a tool, not a master, not a source of stress, not a measure of your worth. It is a foundation, a support system for the life you are building intentionally. Winning financially begins with honesty. It begins with an accurate picture of where you are today, without judgment, without shame. Many people avoid their finances because it makes them uncomfortable, because it forces them to confront habits or situations they've been ignoring. But avoidance is expensive. Awareness is liberating. When you take a clear-eyed look at your situation, you gain options, and options are freedom. The journey is not about quick wins or flashy gains. Real financial security is quiet, steady, and cumulative. It is built through consistent choices that may seem small but add up over time. Every conscious decision to save, plan, and invest compounds into resilience. Every choice to live within your means, to allocate resources wisely, and to think strategically about the future builds your personal safety net. The pace is slow, deliberate, but unstoppable. Consistency is more powerful than urgency. Financial stability frees your mind. It allows you to focus on what matters rather than constant worrying about what could go wrong. The background tension that financial stress creates is draining. It affects sleep, health, relationships, and decision-making. When you remove that pressure, you regain energy you didn't realize was being consumed. You gain mental clarity, and with clarity comes better decisions, better relationships, and more meaningful progress in life. A financially secure person knows that money is a tool to support values, not a measure of status. They do not chase wealth for validation or to impress others. They do not allow society's expectations to dictate their financial choices. They prioritize stability and peace of mind over appearances. They understand that security allows for freedom, freedom allows for creativity, and creativity allows for fulfillment. True financial success is measured in choices and confidence, not in numbers or flashy possessions. Financial security also provides leverage in life. It allows you to say no without fear. It allows you to leave environments, relationships, or situations that no longer align with your values. It allows you to invest in yourself, your health, your education, your passions, and your family. When you have resources, you're no longer forced to compromise on what matters to you. You have space to make intentional decisions and the confidence to move forward without hesitation. A key part of financial security is redefining what enough means. It's not about comparison or chasing societal benchmarks. It's about understanding your own needs, your goals, and your priorities. Enough is clarity, not limitation. It is a point where stability meets freedom, where planning replaces anxiety, and where resources are sufficient to sustain growth, not simply to accumulate for accumulation's sake. Understanding this allows you to focus your energy on building a life that is genuinely yours. Consistency and discipline are at the core of financial winning. It's about creating habits that align with your goals, even when they're unglamorous. It is choosing saving over instant gratification, planning over improvisation, and action over avoidance. Every step, every conscious choice compounds into a stronger, more resilient foundation. The rewards may not be immediate, but they are long-lasting, and they create the peace that is essential to true winning. Financial stability is also about preparedness. Life is unpredictable. Challenges, emergencies, or unexpected opportunities will always appear. Financial security provides a buffer, a cushion that allows you to respond rather than to react. It allows you to navigate difficulties with calm and to leverage opportunities with clarity. This preparedness does not come overnight. It comes from deliberate planning, disciplined execution, and a commitment to long-term stability over short-term gratification. The journey to financial security requires courage. It requires facing your habits, confronting your fears, and making sometimes difficult choices. It requires understanding that financial freedom is not about chasing more. It's about creating conditions that allow you to thrive without fear. It's about building a life where money supports you rather than controlling you. Courage in this context is not reckless, risk-taking, but deliberate. Informed decisions makes that prioritize long-term stability and peace of mind. Financial security is empowering. It allows you to reclaim control of your life. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstance or the victims of others. You have the ability to make choices that align with your purpose, to take risks that are calculated, and to invest what matters most. The freedom that comes with financial stability extends beyond money. It influences your mindset, your relationships, and your capacity to create impact in every area of your life. A financially secure person understands alignment. Earning, saving, and spending in ways that reflect values and integrity creates not just stability, but inner confidence. When money is aligned with principles, work is meaningful, investment choices feel purposeful, and life feels coherent. Misalignment creates constant tension. Alignment creates calm. This alignment is the bridge between financial success and personal fulfillment. Responsibility is also a cornerstone to financial security. It's about taking ownership of where you are today, learning from past decisions, and creating new strategies for the future. Responsibility does not mean harsh self-punishment for mistakes, but accountability and active problem solving. Financial security grows when you act intentionally and take consistent steps forward. Clarity, stability, and growth. Responsibility ensures that security is earned, respected, and maintained. Financial security allows space for growth. It supports education, self-improvement, and creative exploration. It allows you to invest in relationships, experiences, and ventures that enrich life. Without financial worry, energy previously spent on fear can be redirected towards innovation, passion, and contribution. This freedom amplifies your capacity to succeed, not just materially, but holistically. It allows you to live fully without being tethered to survival mode. Security also strengthens your resilience. It means that when setbacks occur, they do not derail progress. Life is unpredictable. Financial security gives the strength to absorb these shocks, adapt, and continue moving forward. Resilience is not just about enduring difficulty, it's about having the confidence to take risks and grow because you know you have the foundation that will hold. This is what makes financial winning lasting. Finally, financial security creates peace, not superficial comfort or temporary relief, but a deep, sustaining calm that pervades life. It frees the mind, it allows body to relax, and nurtures the soul. It provides the space to enjoy life, to pursue purpose, and to experience freedom in smallest sense. This is the essence of financial winning, a state where money serves you, supports your life, and allows you to thrive. Life isn't simple. It doesn't hand you success, happiness, or clarity on a silver platter. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments when it feels like nothing is going your way. And yet winning in life isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. It isn't about luck or timing. It's about showing up, choosing to act, and fully engaging in life that you have. Every choice you make, every step you take, shapes your story and moves you closer to the life you dream of. Showing up is more than just being present. It's about being fully committed to yourself, to your goals, and to the people who matter. It's about facing each day with courage, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's scary, and even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Every time you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are resilient, and that you can handle more than you thought possible. These small moments of commitment accumulate, and they quietly transform your life. Life becomes richer when it is shared. The people around you, family, friends, partners, mentors, bring meaning, support, and perspective to your journey. Celebrating their victories, lifting them up, and simply being there for them creates bonds that carry both of you further than you could go alone. Helping someone else isn't a burden, it's a gift. When you support the people you love, when you celebrate their wins and help them through their challenges, it strengthens your own heart and deepens your connection. Life becomes fuller, brighter, and more rewarding when it's lived in this way. Now, I want to take a moment to thank every single person listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dedicating your time, your energy, and your attention to this journey. Thank you for trusting me to speak into your life and for giving yourself the chance to reflect, grow, and act. I see every one of you, and I appreciate you more than words can express. Your presence matters. Your effort matters. Your journey matters. Winning is not about perfection. It's not a single moment or a single achievement. It's about living intentionally, showing up fully, and making choices that reflect your values, your dreams, and the life that you want to create. Every action counts. Every decision matters. Every moment you live with purpose is a step forward. You're building a life that matters. One choice, one action, and one day at a time. Remember, life will challenge you. It will test your patience, your courage, and your strength. And that's okay. These tests are not setbacks. They're opportunities to show yourself what you're made of. Every time you rise after a challenge, every time you face something difficult and keep going, you prove to yourself that you are capable. That is winning. That is growth. That is life lived fully. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Think about the obstacles you overcome, the challenges that you've faced, and the courage it has taken to get here. Each of these moments is proof of your resilience. Each of these moments is a foundation you can build on. And as you move forward, remember that every choice, every effort, and every action you take compounds into progress. Your journey is yours to shape, and you have more power than you realize. I also want to acknowledge the shared journey we are on together. This podcast, this conversation, this space, it's a community. By listening, by showing up, You're joining a group of people committed to growth, reflection, and action. Your willingness to take this journey is inspiring, not just to yourself, but to everyone around you. I am grateful to be walking this path alongside you, and I want you to know your presence, your effort, and your courage are seen and valued. Winning in life is about embracing the present while moving towards the future that you want. It's about showing fully in every single moment, trusting yourself to handle the challenges and celebrating both the big victories and the small ones along the way. It's about living intentionally with heart, with purpose, and with the courage to keep moving forward no matter what. Life is meant to be embraced, experienced, and shared. The way you show up, the effort you put in, and the care you give to others all combine to create a life of meaning, fulfillment, and joy. So I thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me and for trusting yourself enough to show up for your own journey. Thank you for the courage it takes to act, to reflect, and to keep moving forward even when it is hard. I see you. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. And I'm honored that we get to share this moment together. Take a deep breath. Feel the strength within you. Know that you have the courage, the heart, the ability to create the life that you dream of. Every step that you take matters. Every decision you make matters. Every action you take moves you closer to the life you are capable of living. Keep stepping forward. Keep believing. Keep showing up fully. Your journey continues, and every moment is another chance to live with courage, intention, and purpose. The best is ahead. Your life, your growth, your dreams. They're all waiting for you to claim them. Keep moving, keep living, keep winning in your own way every day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this journey. Thank you for being you. Keep going.